Good morning. One second. I need to get my little tea ball out of my tea. So I got this cute little tea ball from a local metaphysical shop or witchy shop in my area called House of Hearts. It has a little aventurine moon on it, um, which is super cute. Um, and of course, because of the game that we're playing and it's a magic school, I have my witch's brew mug that I got from Aldi. Oh, I love this tea. This one's my favorite. In or out? In or out? Pick. Little demon. Sorry, Bean's acting the hell up today. So, Curiouser and Curiouser is almond and chestnut notes with warm chocolate and gingerbread undernotes. Will you follow the stranger path to find new adventures? So the ingredients in this is a black tea, cacao, ginger, yerba mate, green tea, almond pieces, candela, sunflower petals, and natural flavors. It does state on the package it does contain almonds. With this one, you steep, it is considered a black tea, mostly, because most of it is a black tea. Yerba mate is not in green tea, but it's primarily a black. It has, a steeping time is 3 to 5 minutes from 200 degrees Fahrenheit or 93 degrees Celsius. Good morning. How are we feeling? For those who do not know, currently, at the moment, after my cat decides to decide if she's staying in or out, I'm glad. Yeah, so for those who do not know, I do have mobility issues, and it is coming to a time that I need to actually get my own wheelchair and not rent them out in spaces that I go to. Um, Hold on. Come on. Yeah. Oh, you been fed? I see. You want to say hi? You run off. What the hell, B? She's been fed. I feed her. She's just being a little brat. So for those who do not, continuing on, I have to get my own wheelchair now for traveling purposes since I am going to be going to a lot of heavily walking places this year. Hello. In or out? In or out? You gotta pick, baby. You little menace. Okay. Oh, you just wanted to be held. Okay. I guess that's how we're gonna be doing this today. Let's try this again. So I need to get a wheelchair because renting wheelchairs are very expensive. It definitely during con season. Um, so it is about time that I get my own wheelchair. Um, I made a Ko-fi goal on it for me getting my own wheelchair, and as of the current moment, as of last night into this morning, checking my email again, we are 75% funded on my wheelchair already. 75%. Um, I just don't need a super expensive one, and if anybody asks me, like, well, why not insurance? So, fun fact, because my husband makes too much, I was dropped from my health insurance. So we're in the process of shopping for new health insurance for me right now, which also means I have to start all over on medical stuff as well. But on that note, we are going to be playing Tangled Blessings. I have been heavily suggested this game by multiple people because it's a Magic Academy. A Cursed Magic Academy. but it is a magic academy. And I even found my notebook, a different notebook, that will fit into this. So the funny thing is, my family gets me notebooks every year for Christmas because I need them for work. And they don't think I ever use them. And then when I bring it to them on Christmas that year, if I visit, they see how many notes I put in the notebooks and they actually realize I do use the stuff that they give me. My mother-in-law was great by providing a bunch of pins this year, and so was my parents. So, Tangled Blessings. Welcome to the Cursed Academy. We're gonna skip this little section here, because y'all don't need to know that yet. In dreams I've called to you, in rune I wait, from echoes of a lost place by Sir Steph Armeri. Found hidden in the walls of Brackroot Academy, 1763. Brackroot Academy is a treasure, a gift, and something we should never slander. What's come to pass is regrettable, but every great empire carries the burden of progress. Our responsibility to the realms remain, and our dedication to cause mustn't waver or wane. The future of the arcane depends on our adherence to our ideals and setting the path forth by the speaking gem, which I have no idea what that is, but we're going to find out. The Eulogy of Instructor Telforn, written and read by Headmaster Norma Morgan in 1934. Surviving the trials of magic training is simple. The trick is surviving everyone else. The Diary of Missy W., dated the night before her disappearance in 1991. So this game is made by Cassie Mothwin. They have made other games as well, but this one is one of the newest ones I recall has been made. So with this one, I love how they do, how they literally put in everything that is done to this. And also, as somebody who has played this one, I know I'm gonna like this game a lot because I actually loved how this game was played out. If you have not seen me play that out, it is on the YouTube for the Starfield. From the very first iteration of T and Solo TTRPGs, when it was just a YouTube only show. Also, I do like the inspirations, I do like the acknowledgements, and I do like this. So we're going to continue with the first part of the author's note, safety and content warnings. So, hello. Hello, mamas. Okay. I guess you wanted to join us today, I guess. I guess. So, I do like how we do this. I like how this works. The setup of the table of contents is very nice. It's great. It's fantastic. So, we are going to start with the author's note because I feel like this is very important for me to talk about a little. And with the type of game that we run and everything in the games that I run on here, this is something that I would definitely say in any game that I run. So, author's note, Dark Academia has foundations in racism, white idealism, classism, and ableism. The institutions often romanticized in this genre have a history of ignoring, stealing, degrading, and burying works by BIPOC creators and students, and othering them, if they are even admitted. The setting for this game is a vibrant work of fiction, and while it may call upon the visual aesthetic of prominent Western and Eurocentric universities, it does not seek to exploited labor or slavery. Furthermore, it does not seek to platform exclusivity by exam scores or board decisions. Folks from all backgrounds walk these grounds with an array of interests beyond Europe and the United States. They belong here, and they are not lesser. For further readings of critiquing the racial undertones of Dark Academia, please read these following articles. And they actually do provide links in the book about Dark Academia and things such as that, which, like, the problem with dark academia genre, white supremacy, classism, and ableism by Tita Kate, Dark Academia, The Truth of the Genre and Subculture by Bookish Brews, and Too Dark for Dark Academia by Mel Monnier. I have actually read each of these before I even started this game, before I start this game. I highly suggest reading these articles. They are a good source to actually look into things. So, safety. Some of the prompts here may be too dark to touch upon, and you may feel uncomfortable. Always prioritize your health and leave the game if you need to. Feel free to redraw cards or change a prompt if it discusses content that upsets or disturbs you. Also, with this game, too, it is not just a solo. You can play it with 2 players. If you're doing it with 2 players, I will read this part for you as well. Have a conversation about what's off limits before you start. You should consider checking out the TTRPG Safety Toolkit. The toolkit is a resource created by Kenna Shaw and Lauren Bryant Monk, and serves as a compilation of safety tools that have been designed by members of the tabletop role-playing community for use by players and GMs at the table. You can find it at this link. If I did this... Hi, Crypt! If I did this with a secondary player, it would have been a discussion, because I use more than one consent form, usually for the majority of my games. I use the Monty Cook safety session 0 sheet. And I also, well, actually, I use more than one tool. I also use the Gehenna Gaming one, especially if it goes into themes of horror. Get out of the trash can! You don't need to be in the trash can! What are you doing? Don't look at me like that! Sorry, my cat's just acting up today. I also use the Gehenna Gaming sheet, and then there is a lovely spreadsheet for your entire table that is made by Madness Diamond. That's also added stuff that isn't commonly on most safety tool mechanics. I also know Matt Stormcrow made one a while ago, and that one also goes further into depth for horror-related things. I don't remember if he still has that. I'll have to ask him at another day. But the 3 I use is the one by Monty Cook, Gehenna Gaming, and the one by Madness Diamond. This is a conversation that y'all need to have behind the scenes before you even start this. So, content warnings. Dark rituals, dark magic, claustrophobia, murder, death, violence, depression, suicidal thoughts and ideation, isolation, and self-harm. I am probably not going to touch upon some of these. Those who've been at my tables and everything, I do talk about darker subjects in a way that is not triggering. And I do it in a way that is considered not too much. So, what is Tangled Blessing? In this game, you take on the role of a student at a mysterious and magical academy for adults. You're not a teenager, you're an adult. You're finishing your last year, and in fewer than 24 hours, you'll face your rival in one last exam before graduating opportunity. Tangled Blessings is a solo or 2-player role-playing game featuring wizard school, ghosts, rival houses, and curses. You should be able to play in one sitting, but if you really enjoy exploring the prompts, you could spread out the play sessions. There's a natural break in between each year of school. To play, you need a deck of tarot cards. If you're playing alone, you'll need to find a way to record your entries, which I have a notebook. Also, a Dark Academia playlist may help you set the mood. I am actually going to, once this is up on YouTube, I'm going to use my personal favorite Dark Academia playlist that I like on Spotify. Because I actually like listening to a lot of Dark Academia classical music. If you're new to tarot cards, it is recommended you avoid tarot decks with minimal artwork. You may find those decks hard to draw ideas from. So the deck I'm using today is Stars Lighting Up the Night Tarot. That is the deck I am using. I will pull one of the cards so you can see exactly what it looks like, because they're pretty cool. This is the deck I actually use for my own character in LARP. I have a Sun deck, and then I have a Moon deck, or Celestial deck. for the LARP. We'll do one of my favorite cards, which is the Nine of Pentacles. So we're going to turn on a little light so y'all can see. So like, whoa, hold on. We're going to turn off the light so y'all can see it. So Nine of Pentacles. So really pretty. So that's the cards I use for this. And the back of the deck looks like this. I would love to use the deck that Grim Songbird gifted me a few years ago, but it is an Oracle deck and it's not a tarot deck. But if you want to see what deck Grim got me, it is called the Pietha Botanica deck. Oh, hold on. Checking my bill. Hey, cool. Sorry, I got an email about my water bill. So the Botanica deck, let me go get her. She's in the other room. Let me go get her. Hold on. Come here, pretty. Bunch of things around to find her. I don't take her out very often. Okay, she is not in the office. I will have to find her later. But it is a very pretty botanical deck. I can actually tell you where you can find it. So you can find it on Leela and Olive. It is a deck called Pythia Botanica. The deck is gorgeous. So I will put the name of the deck, the Oracle deck that I have, that Grim gifted me, in the chat. Oh, come on. That's the name of it. Now, you need a deck of tarot cards. Cool. Now, I do like this. I do like this section on role-playing tips. I feel like today we're basically just going to cover character setup. So tips on specific to Tangled Blessings. Invent as little or as much as you want in a response. You could respond in a few sentences or paragraphs. If you notice a prompt ties better into the story and you don't draw the card for it, you can choose the prompt you want. Find patterns and connections. Because this game relies on drawing random cards, it's up to you to create a satisfying ending by forming the links between moments. A ghost you meet in one prompt may be the same ghost you meet in another. Play into tropes. So, I want to read this part because this is the beginning. To our future student, it is a great pleasure I am writing to inform you of your acceptance into the halls of Blackroot Academy. This is likely the first time you've heard of our noble academy, and is not by mistake. Blackroot Academy is a long-established school for adults showing a natural aptitude for the arcane and the unseen. We do not choose students based on applications or standardized tests. Instead, we rely on an ancient gem attuned to esoteric properties of what laymen might call magic. The stone's origins are unknown, but it reveals students across the world who possess a connection to the supernatural. Recently, it showed us your image. Should you accept this invitation, you'll have a month to tie up any loose ends. Our academy is a 4-year commitment offering summer and winter breaks. You'll receive a full scholarship that includes room and board, healthcare, and meals, as well as a small allowance for personal expense to improve your quality of life. You are also entitled to a domestic pet. While here, you'll refine your sixth sense, gaining access to spells, rituals, enchantment, portals, and many other aspects you'll likely thought of possible in fiction. Should you wish to hear more, simply open your journal and write "The path to Brackroot calls to me." If you do that, I'll invite you on a tour so you can see the grounds and ask questions about what's expected of you. The only requirement is that you keep Brackroot Academy a secret. We can help establish a cover story along with more complicated paperwork. We so hope to hear from you. May the clouds part at your whim. Headmaster Dr. Emerson Elvias. Any pronouns. Headmaster Brackroot Academy, sitting chair, foundation of the recondite arcane. Okay. That's interesting about the gym. May I help you? Oh my god. Madams, I would like you to leave. Please leave. You're going to pick in or out. You can't pick in between. Oh. Vanilla. Hi, mamas. You've been fed. You were fed when your dad came home. Yeah. I'm trying to make it through this beginning part of the game, but my cat. Oh. So we were. May I help you? You're just acting up today. You pick in or out. Jesus, woman. Come on. Excuse me, I'm gonna go deal with her real quick. Okay. Okay, so we do not tell my husband she got second breakfast, okay? That's a secret between us and the audience right now, okay? She did not get second breakfast. Cool. Oh, I love how there's a secret magic society. Oh, that's a vibe. Oh, okay, there's a map. I do have a copy of the map on my other computer as well that I will reference to every so often. So we have the House of Celestials, House of Dahlias, House of Panthers, House of Spires, House of Elements. There's the Academy itself, the Chapel and Graveyard, the Forbidden Forest, in the Whispering Lake. So we are going to start finally with character creation. Alright, we are going to flip through my book to here. We are using an orange pen today Forbidden Forest eyebrow waggles, correct. Alright, so what is name and pronouns? How did you receive a letter from the headmaster? What loose ends did you have to tie up? What do you hope to come to becoming a mage? And how did the speaking gym talk? Oh, Jesus. Talk to your dream. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I did not know the Forbidden Rock actually talked to you in dreams. Hmm. Let's think of a name for our little bean today. Okay, let's see. What is your name and what are your pronouns? Let's do a floral name. We're not doing Lily. No. Let's name her Daisy. Her name is gonna. Oh, Petunia? Actually, yeah, Petunia could work. Let's do Petunia. She slash they. Alright. How did I receive the letter from the headmaster? She is being a little dramatic ham today. What the hell, Bean? Bean, it is Friday. It is Friday. This is why I'm far away from my mic at the moment. Hello. May I help you? You little dramatic ham. Come on. Come on. Let's give it. Pick it around. Pick it around. Why are you being a dramatic ham today? Woman. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. The cat was delivered by, the letter was delivered by cat. By an overdramatic cat. Yeah, she is. She is. She's performing Les Miserables in my house. Okay. No. Nope. Okay. We're gonna continue this game. Okay. So, what loose ends did we have to tie up? You're such a baby. Oh. Madams. She's being properly held. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Okay. Come on. You get chair time. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So what loose ends did we have to tie up? Okay. Um, part-time job. Actual university. She's actually already a student. think she's done being a ham. Okay. So with this also, we can say this is an academic internship she received overseas. So, cool. We're doing good. Bean is being a little dramatic ham today. She's being a diva. An absolute frickin' diva. Yes, the baby. She been acting up today. Thank you. She's never done anything wrong in her life ever. You missed her trying to climb into the trash today. What do you hope to gain by becoming a mage? New knowledge. New knowledge and secrets. And 5. Alright, how did the speaking gym talk to you in your dreams? I don't know. I would say it showed images, because most dreams are images. Showed images of the school. Blurred out faces. Of teachers and students. And writing in a journal. Cool. So, how to play this game. We separate the cards into 5 decks. The 22 major arcana, wands, pentacles, cups, and swords. So, set the major arcana aside and then shuffle each deck. After I throw my phone across the office. Make sure my phone still works. It works. Okay. We're just having a great Friday, y'all. Okay. Swords. Wands. Wand. Pentacle. Cups. Arcana. Arcana. Wands. Pentacles. Wands. Arcana. Cups. Arcana. Pentacles. Swords. Wands. Whoa, throwing cards across the place. Swords. Magician. Pentacles. Wands. Sword. Arcana. Pentacles. Cups. Swords. Wands. We're gonna move things around real quick. Welcome back. I am separating tarot cards right now, just to get this game ready to go. Hi, King. Hello, my darling love. One of my darling loves. A lot of my darling loves are in the chat today, and I appreciate it so much. And Bean is my child. I love her. In Bean we trust. Oh lord, if y'all ever trusted Bean with anything, we'll be fucking screwed. Where are my cups? Cups. The devil. Wands. Where the hell is the wands? Wands. The hermit. The lovers. 8 of cups. Sword. The fool. The sun. More wands. Swords. 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 Justice. Hanging man. Cups. Cups. Pentacles. Sword. Cups. Cups. Meanwhile, this is the first impression of the game, so me starting this setup is absolutely... It doesn't surprise me your loyalty is to my cat. I'm not surprised. Everybody loves my cat. Pentacles. Sword. Pentacle. Wand. Pentacle, pentacle. Chariot. The star. The moon. Wands. Cup. Hello, death. High priestess. I love the high priestess in this deck. Cups. Cups. Swords. Everybody would. She's just so sweet. Can I have a little boop? Can I boop? Thank you. Wands. Cups. Empress. Wands. 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 Cup. Sword. Judgment. Sword. Pentacle. Cool. We did this. Now we're going to set the Major Arcana deck aside. We are going to set that on top of here for now. Yeah. Correct. Okay, wands have been shuffled. Next is pentacles. Aw, thanks. I don't think I'm pretty cool. I'm just normal. Who screams at people when they throw money at me. But we are shuffling up the Pentacles deck right now. Pentacles have been shuffled. Next up is Cups. Okay. Pentacles. Cups. Don't we all? Yeah, I feel pretty normal. Okay, and then the last deck, which is Swords. Okay, after that, we determine your house assignment. Pull a major arcana, 1 through 4, 1 through 5 in a small pile and shuffle them. Pull one card to learn which house you've been assigned. Oh. Love this for me. We have a rival. Oh no. Alright, time to pull this deck and I gotta find the 5. Oh, my cards aren't numbered. Love that for me. Okay. Okay. The Fool, the Magician. Okay, so there's the Empress, there's the High Priestess. The Emperor. The Fool. No, the Fool does not go. Fool is 0. The Lovers. The Hermit? Nope. Devil. The World. The Hanging Man. Wheel of Fortune. The Hierophant. The Magician. And... do I have 2 of the Fool? I have 2 of the Fool. What? Do I really have 2 of the Fool? I have 2 of the Fool. Weird. Okay. So we're going to shuffle these. Alright, what house am I? We are in House 3, which is the House of Panthers. So the House of Panthers needs a garden to rest from its daily stroll. The dahlias always supply. The panther is a symbol of grace, athletics, and agility, but still elusive and rare. A fierce creature of the shadows. Students in this house often carry one or more of these marks: observation, punctuality, or ruthlessness. This storm is on the edge of the forest. Cool. So we're going to put this in, shuffle again. So listed marks, we're gonna list my marks real quick. Observation, punctuality, ruthlessness. Okay, for somebody who knows me very well, knows how punctual I like to be. I do not like running late on anything. I absolutely can't stand it. It actually gives me really bad anxiety. So this character actually kind of fits. So our rival is in. Oh, interesting. Our rival is in the House of Celestials. So, I know, I'm so excited for our occult game. The skies borrow from the elements to paint a backdrop for life, featuring iconography of the sun, moon, and constellations. Celestials are known for their inner glow. Still, they do not shy away from the dark surrounding them, as they understand that all things require balance. Students in this house often carry one or more of these marks: discipline, passion, or indifference. This storm overlooks the lake. So now we're gonna shuffle everything back into our Major Arcana deck. So, figured out our house. Okay, the Celestial house is pretty cool looking. And I kind of like the Panthers, they're pretty dope. Draw one card for the Major Arcana deck. This represents your rival. Consult the rival list, the art on the card you drew, and any tarot guides you value to learn more about who your rival is and what drives them. Give them a name, pronounce, and think about your first encounter. Your rival doesn't have to be an enemy. They could be a best friend, family member, a stranger, or a love interest. Okay. Let's see what we draw. I hate all of this. I fucking hate all of this. I hate all of this. Misty, I know you're watching. Guess which card I fucking drew. Allura. Oh no. I drew the. Oh no. Oh my god. No. For those who have no context, I drew the sun. And the sun has been a very common theme in my LARP as to the cards I've been drawing. Here's the sun, so you can get a really cool look at it. But, oh my god. Oh no. The sun is commonly my enemy, I swear to god. So, think about you and your rival, as you're both prodigies, and you learn to attune magical teachings and instruments faster than your classmates and many who came before you. You can work together. The Magical Society gave you both a challenge within your first weeks of classes. Whoever bests the other in a one-on-one exam at the end of the 4 years will ascend to a high status among other mages. You'll never want for anything. You'll be a well-respected and influential figure for years to come. Should you fail, your future isn't certain. As a prodigy, you're afforded opportunities that others may never have access to. And therefore, you can assume you will likely find at least a respectable position after graduation. There is something else to consider. You may attract the attention of more sinister forces. Think about this character, your character. What is motivating to win this challenge against their rival? So we're gonna go to the rival chart. So we'll see. Okay, for the two-player game, you'll be the other player's rival. Woo! So we're gonna go to the sun. And if I remember, sun is 19 in the tarot deck. So let's go to 19. The Glimmering Fount is our Often found lounging on rooftops with stacks of books, your rival is the most skilled at levitation magic the Academy has ever seen. Okay, so levitation magic. A walking encyclopedia, recalling information read once with ease and memorizing new facts instantly, so they have eidetic memory. Eidetic memory. Complex subjects are not safe from your rival's intense desire to know and understand everything arcane. While your rival has never shown a face of fear, many wonder what keeps your rival motivated and driven to consume as much magical knowledge as possible. Magic cannot stop death, but perhaps your rival hopes they can slow it. Okay, so also the thing with this as well is... Alright, where was I? We're going to pull up my favorite app called Labyrinthos, because it gives me a very quick guide on tarot when I need it. So, the thing with the sun is when it is upright, it represents joy, success, celebration, and positivity. So that means they're a happy-go-lucky person, probably. But they know how to restrain. Okay, so we did this. That is done. So this card stays out permanently. Cool. Next up, we need to figure out the first memory they had as well. So, I feel like they absolutely bumped into each other. Knocking over books our rival was carrying, which we need a name. Our rival, if I recall. So, what is the name of our rival? Yeah, while I had a piece of toast in my mouth. Abso-fucking-lutely. I think I'm gonna be the bad one here. No specific gender. I like Sapphire. That's cool. I can do they, them for them. Um, it was very sweet about the whole thing. Apologizing. Petunia was quite upset because she dropped her toast. Quite upset due to dropped toast. In the fact this person was just annoying. Just too nice and annoying. Okay. let's go to page 22. Whee! Alright. So, choose your specialty. Choose an area of intuition or skill where you always shine. Maybe you never had a problem pointing out poisonous plants. Maybe you could predict the words and melody to a song on the first listen. And maybe you've always felt like you wish someone good luck. They actually do have better fortune. And maybe you've always found it easy to persuade a salesperson into giving you a discount. Maybe you always managed to buy the last item in stock. Maybe you're fantastic at painting portraits, even though you've never taken an art class. Or maybe you've never been sick. Essentially, this is how the magic manifested you around the mundane world. You shaped something without knowing. But you also need to think about our motivation into beating them, which shouldn't be hard. So, motivation. It's that initial meeting. That sunshine. That's their nickname now. Shouldn't have prestige. Despite the magic they have. And memory skills. Okay, now we're going to move these decks for a second. Flip over to the next page. Put these decks back down. Okay. Now, an area of intuition. Bean, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Ah, I see. You wanted pets. Animals just seem very drawn. Extremely drawn to them. Specialty. For Petunia. Animals are drawn. Okay. So, figured that out. So the sequence. At the beginning of the year, draw 3 cards from the corresponding Minor Arcana deck. Wands, Cups, Pentacles, and Swords. So I get to pick whatever deck out of the 3. Okay. Place 3 cards down in front of you. Flip over the first Minor Arcana card. Read the prompt associated with the card. Draw 1 card from the Major Arcana deck and use the reveal card to inspire your response to the prompt. Make a journal entry. Remember your rival. Flip over the next Arcana, repeating steps 3 for 5 until you made journal entries for all 3 cards. Write down which Minor Arcana cards you drew. Draw 3 more Arcana cards. These are your rival's cards. Write down what you drew for your rival. You may explore their memories, but you're only required to note which cards you drew for them. Answer these prompts between years. Be careful not to skip these. Okay. At the end of the game, you'll use minor arcana cards where you and your rival drew from each year. If you have room where you're playing and don't feel like writing down every card, you can instead create 2 decks each year as you play, one for you and one for your rival. By the final exam, you'll have 8 small decks total. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to start this section next week. Because we did the basic character creation, everything. Next week we'll do year 1. And then after next week, we'll be going back. We'll have our Friday thing. And then after next week, we'll go back to our Tuesday or Wednesday. Wednesday morning and Friday morning. So we'll do 2 and 3. And then 4 on the following Wednesday after that. So on that note, I think we're going to call it here. So we're not getting too far ahead on this. And that way, I do not lose any of the cards. I do like the character setup for Tangled Blessings, and I also do like the academic resources as well for this. It's actually really nice, and I do appreciate it heavily. Hello. Are we just gonna hit me today? Is that what we're doing? Okay, we're gonna do this. On that note, on this upcoming Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we air our next episode of the Guardians of Neptune Cairn. Coming up in mid-April, we'll be airing our first episode on, well, our episode of Werewolf the Apocalypse Red Tundra on Twitch, and it'll also be on YouTube. However, with Brides of Dracula, I will actually state this right now, it is going to be a YouTube exclusive show only, which means it is only going to show on YouTube due to the amount of triggering content it may in fact have. And with some of the stuff that we actually discuss and talk about, it may potentially toe that line for Twitch TOS. So we are going to air it on YouTube instead. Also, we have Gym Meta every Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then who knows what my husband's going to play coming up soon, because they just finished their very first Nuzlocke on, and Soul Lock this Wednesday that just passed. On that note, I think that is everything for now. There's one project I can't talk about quite yet. I am super excited for when I'm allowed to talk about it, but on that note, see you on Friday for this one. For our next episode, we're going to do year 1 at the Academy. So, toodaloo!